What's up, everyone? This is Jake with No Pain, High Gain, where my goal is to take some of the pain out of finding the right high gain guitar equipment. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Seymour Duncan, Nazgûl, and Sentient Rails pickup set. So these are based on their regular Nazgûl and Sentient set, but with the rail design, so you get a little bit more even, string definition, stays more consistent when you're bending, things like that. I don't have a set of the regular Nazgul and Sentient to compare it to, but still wanted to give you an idea of how they sound. So for today, we're going to be going through my Angle Fireball 25. This amp is going through my Avatar 212 cab with Celestion Vintage 30 speakers, and it's being mic'd up by a Sennheiser E609, or is it 906? It's whichever the cheaper one is. So yeah, that's the signal chain for today. Gonna take you through some clean sounds, some high gain sounds, and just give you an idea of how these sound. This guitar is currently tuned to C# standard, so definitely a bit on the lower side, but not anything extremely low. These pickups are made to handle low tunings pretty well, so that's just what this guitar was set up in, so I'm gonna give you that taste for today. So we'll start out real quick here on the clean channel, just jumping right into it. I'll start out on the neck pickup. So sounds decent for cleans. It stays mostly clean. Probably would clean up even a little bit better with the volume rolled back down. So not too bad there. Gonna bring the volume back up and go over to the bridge pickup, the Nazgul. So there with the bridge pickup, I find it to be a little bit on the harsh side for cleans. It might sound a little bit different when you're in the mix with a full band. I generally don't play cleans on the bridge pickup a whole lot. I normally go the neck pickup or the middle position, but honestly I don't play cleans a ton, so I'm not super picky about how they sound. As long as they stay actually clean, that's kind of all I care about. And then I'll jump up to a bit more gain on the clean channel, kind of more of, a classic rock kind of sound. Sounds alright. I wouldn't pick this amp or these pickups for classic rock sound, but just, a little taste of what that's like. A little bit harsh, a little bit too in your face, in my opinion. For that just kind of, vintage breakup kind of sound. So we'll jump straight over to the lead channel, which is what I'm sure most people are more interested in anyway. I will EQ this in just a little bit more. And so I'll start off without a boost. Let me bring the gain back down. So gain is at noon right now. Just gonna give you some riffs here on the bridge pickup. We'll start out at maybe just more of like a hard rock, 80s metal kind of area. So I think that sounds pretty good right there. Again, no boost in front of the amp. This amp has a ton of gain, and for, something like that, kind of 80s, hair metal, hard rock, that kind of stuff, even in C# standard here, I think it sounds pretty good without a boost. But going into some riffs a bit heavier, kicking on my JHS Screamer pedal, and we'll jump into some higher gain sounds. I can decide on a riff to play. That would be great. So to me, these pickups sound great for that kind of, more modern, really tight sounding, just aggressive metal. I'm really big on a pickup set that responds well to gallops, to tremolo picking, stays tight in these somewhat lower tunings, and I think these pickups are great for that. If you want a little bit of a comparison, I just did a demo of this amp using my other Jackson with Black Winter pickups in it. So if you would like a little bit of a comparison, feel free to check out that video. I played some of the same riffs there, but we'll play another riff or two, and then maybe I'll give you a different EQ sound. So say you want it to be a little bit more scooped sounding, maybe some Metallica. Taste of that. Not my favorite sound, especially with this amp. It really needs the mids to breathe. But anyway, let's check out maybe some lead sounds. So I'll start off on the bridge pickup. I will give you, some neck pickup sounds as well. Let's see, what do I want to play? Sorry, I really need to warm up before I do these videos, but anyway, it definitely has that really in your face kind of pick attack for leads, especially with an amp setup like this. I like that, especially in a mix. On its own, it does sound a little bit harsh, but I do really like that aggressive pick attack you can get. And then maybe if I switch to the neck pickup, again, let's see, what can I not screw up? I don't play a ton of leads on the neck pickup. So anyway, just kind of a little taste of how the neck pickup sounds, maybe something with some bend. So it's just kind of a taste of how these pickups sound for a moderately low-tuned metal style. Maybe give you one more riff on it, and then leave it at that. So anyway, I'll call it there for today. Please forgive me for my absolute trash playing in this video. Again, it's freezing in here right now. It just dropped like 15 degrees between yesterday and today. So my hands are cold, and I'm going to use that as my excuse for sounding like crap. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the demo though. If you'd like to see a video with a direct comparison of like this versus black winners, or you know, something along those lines, feel free to leave that in the comments. Definitely starting to get some videos out here. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.